Welcome to my channel, Clark the Realtor. Don't forget to subscribe and let's get started. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Devon Clark, or Clark the Realtor. So today we are going to do another day in the life of a realtor. I thank you guys for watching the first video.
I didn't know if I wanted to do a video about a day in the life of a realtor because I don't know how interesting that is, especially in my life. There are a lot of realtors on YouTube that do day in the lives of, and I feel like, you know, they have a better, more interesting day than myself.
But anyway, nonetheless, thank you for coming back to the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel. If this helps you in any way, let me know below in the comments in regards to, are you also trying to become a realtor, get your real estate license as well? If you guys know, I am located in the Metro Atlanta area as a realtor down here. And let's kind of just jump into the day in life. So what I'm about to do right now, I'm actually on my way to meet a client. It is actually 9 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday. So I know a lot of people always say, us as realtors, we don't do nothing. We just open up doors for people. However, we do a lot. So I kind of want to just talk about a little about what we do as a realtor, because a lot of people have a misconception that we don't do anything, especially on the buyer side, because there has been a way in which you guys as buyers can go online and look at Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, and all those things without the help of per se agents sending you the listings anymore. A lot of people that are kind of living in this day of real estate, that are purchasing in this moment of real estate, having grown up in the old times of real estate. And unfortunately, I am an 80s baby, so I did grow up in the 90s when we didn't have a Zillow, we didn't have a Realtor.com, we didn't have full access to a computer in our homes at the time. So if you were trying to buy real estate back then, you had to actually see a for sale sign in the yard. You had to actually call the realtor on the phone. And a lot of people, we have gone more of technology based, so we tend to forget sometimes the human interaction and the human communication. And I always tell people the thing about real estate is that Zillow cannot inspect your house. Zillow will pull, they aggregate data from different algorithms all over the place, and they can't actually fully inspect your house. So when you see these estimates, you see all these things coming up online from Zillow, that's based off of what's sold in the area, but it's not based off the house condition. So you don't know if the house has been renovated or updated per se. You don't know if there's a hole in the floor or not. Of course, you personally know when you look at the pictures and you see that there's missing drywall on the wall and different things like that. But you don't know these things. And so I know a lot of people are like, we don't need a realtor no more, but you do need a realtor. You do need that human interaction, that communication, that honesty, that transparency, so yeah, so I just want to dig a little bit into that. I don't want to talk too much because I don't want you guys to feel like I'm overwhelming you with so much information, but I do want to let you know that if you use a very a good realtor, someone that is professional, someone that's honest, someone that has customer service, someone that will do the work. I think people get a misconception based off of TV shows and social media that us as realtors make so much money. But I also tell people, you have to look at these people that are on TV. They're getting a check from TV. I used to work in the TV and film industry, so I understand that these shows that these people are on, they're getting paid, and then they become social media brands, and then they have their own YouTube channels, and then they get payment through that, and then every now and then they're doing a real estate deal. That's why you'll see some of these shows, and I watch them too, like the Selling Sunsets and all these TV shows, Buying Beverly Hills or Owning Manhattan, and I love everything that they're doing as far as putting real estate out there. However, I don't like that they don't give a true image of real estate, a true image of the transaction, a true image of the buying experience, a true image of the selling experience, a true image of a realtor working in the business, and also putting a timestamp on these things. So if you see a property that they quote unquote listed in 2024, and they don't sell until 2026, I wish they would put a true timestamp on the work that goes into real estate. And I always tell people this. I've met a few people because I'm in this Georgia area. If you guys don't know, a lot of Atlanta, Georgia has turned into like the Hollywood of the South. There's a lot of TV producers down here. There are a lot of people trying to get in the TV and film industry down here. So I always tell people, let's create a true depiction of what real estate is. Let's stop creating a semi-false narrative of what real estate is. Let's stop trying to get so much of bickering and arguing on TV, on television shows about real estate. Let's show real estate, because if you actually saw real estate, you would see how difficult it is. You would see the actual, the true transactions. You would see the actual, it's a lot of drama just in real estate itself, from whether it is in the office with agents, whether it is with the transaction, whether it is you going through a home inspection, whether it is you're bickering possibly with a client, because I've seen a lot of realtors bicker with their clients too. So you'll see a lot more, instead of us creating this narrative around people, bickering between each other in real estate about nothing that has to do with real estate. So it gives this false narrative of people thinking that us as realtors, all we do is open the door and then we fight with other people. Let's show the real. But anyway, I don't want to keep on a tangent. If you guys have any questions about real estate, about the Metro Atlanta area, put it in the comments below. I'm about to hop on the phone real quick. I'm about to actually send a text over to my client to let her know that I'm on my way to meet her at 10 o'clock. And then we're going to call this other realtor, because I scheduled a tour for this particular property. She wants to see two in the Rex area in Georgia. And the realtor viewed the showing request, but they never accepted the showing request. So I need to call and see if we can possibly see the property today as well. And then I also have to, I sent out another showing request as well yesterday, and it got declined. The realtor said the property was unavailable. Not showing what matters they mean as far as unavailable. Is it under contract? Is it just not ready? Is it the homeowners don't want nobody to see the house on the weekends? And that's the tip I can tell you guys as homeowners that are trying to sell your house. If you still live in your house, please make sure you have somewhere to go on the weekends, because most people view properties on the weekends, either if they're flying from in out of town to view it, or if they're working all week and they're viewing it on the weekends. Create accessibility around showing your house on the weekends if you want to try to get your house sold as quickly as possible. If you just want to just sit there and just let it, linger before you sell it, okay, then you don't have to create an urgency. But if you are trying to actually get your property sold, create accessibility for the buyer to view the property and allow and have that actual communication with your realtor. Okay, let's jump in. Let's send this text over real quick, and let's give these calls real quick, and we're going to jump back on here and talk a little bit more. All right, here we go. Hey, good morning. I am on my way to meet you over in Lithonia and Stone Heights. The address is Lithonia, Georgia at 10 a.m. I will see you soon. I sent you a text yesterday with the address, so it should be in your text messages, and I will see you soon. See you at 10 o'clock. All right, bye-bye. Okay, you guys, so I just sent her a voice note via text, because this client likes to send me voice notes via text, so I figured I would just send her a voice note as well. I always ask my clients, what is the best way to communicate with you? Some of them like phone calls, some of them like text messages, some of them like voice note calls. So whatever way you tell me is the best way to communicate, I will do so. I preferably like to talk on the phone or in person. I know a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people don't want to talk to me, as you guys can see. If you watch my videos, I'm a talker, I'm a researcher. I used to also be in the education system. I'm a former educator. Also, like I said, I used to be in the entertainment industry. So I like to research, I like to educate. And that's the one tool that I can say as far as me coming into real estate, that being a former educator, that I like to put the research in. I want to make sure you as a buyer or a seller, on the buyer side, I want to make sure you don't buy overpriced or overvalued off the property and you get a fair deal in buying a house. And as a seller, we want to be fair to the market, aggressive on the market as far as the price, and competitive at the same time. So that's the great thing when you work with educators. If you ever run into a realtor that's an educator, and I don't want to say every educator, but generally when I talk to realtors that I meet and I find out that they had an educator background, they are very, very well versed and great realtors, honestly.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
And I'm always a person, if I tell my clients, especially on the buyer side, if you're buying a property, you're buying a property. I'm there to assist you. I'm there to educate you. I'm there to be a professional advisor for you, an advocate for you on your home. I'm not just a door opener of the home. I'm going through the process with you. I'm making you understand the contract. I'm making you understand due diligence. I'm making you understand earnest money deposits. I'm making you understand how this whole transaction works. And I'm not going to just put you on a house just to put you on a house. That's why I guess a lot of my clients, we do take longer to find a house. Some of my clients, they found the house real quick, right? But a lot of my clients, we do take a long time to find a house, because I'm not going to put you on anything. And if you need to terminate, terminate. We're trying to see it hopefully around, I had originally scheduled, I think, for 11 o'clock, 10:55, 11 o'clock. So I know it's kind of early. So I didn't know if there was, if you had any, if your sellers were in the house and I didn't want to displace them this morning.
Yeah, let me get what you said, 10:30, 11 o'clock?
11 o'clock. So right now we're going over to Lithonia to see a property. We got it scheduled for 10. So it'll probably take us about 20 minutes to view this property. And I think from this location to that particular property, your property is about 30 minutes away from us. So maybe 11 o'clock.
Okay, oh shoot, sorry, hold on, let's see. Yeah, that should work. I'm gonna go ahead. I can send that short request yesterday. I see it in the text lines.
Yeah, I think we had it for 10:50, but 11 o'clock probably more, just on the safe side.
Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and just confirm for 11 and I'll shoot you a call back.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right, you guys, so I'm at the house waiting for my client to arrive. As you guys can see, this is a townhome community. It's a very nice townhome community, well kept. There is an HOA here of $72 a month. So and it doesn't include swimming and tennis and all that stuff. It's just a traditional HOA that maintains the grounds here and makes sure that the community is kept up, well kept. I will get out and I'll show you guys the house. I probably won't have the time to show you the inside of the house because we have the tour scheduled at 10. If my client doesn't arrive at 10, I can go inside real quick and give you guys a small tour of the house. But if she does come prior to 10 o'clock, I won't be able to show you guys the tour because we will be leaving this house and going to the next house that we have scheduled at 11. So I won't have time to actually show you the tour because when I'm inside touring with the client, it's not about me creating videos. It's about me actually touring with the client. I'm talking to the client and it's about the client. So I know I'm making a day in the life of a realtor, but when it becomes a situation when I'm interacting with my clients in person, the day in the life of the realtor stops and the actual work begins again. So yeah, let me get out real quick. Let me just show you the house from the outside. Okay, so as you guys can see, I'm pretty sure a lot of realtors already told you this, but this is called a super e-box, and this is what we use to put our keys in so people have access to the house. And so when my client comes, they have also a contractor lockbox on the door as well. So this probably is an investor-owned property, and they probably did some repairs inside, so that's why they have this contractor lockbox on the door. There are some things you can see. I already see right now with the door. See this? So that definitely needs to be repaired in regards to the door. Like I said, I kind of look at everything. The doorbell is also gone. You guys see the doorbell's missing. So those are two things I kind of see on the outside of the property. All right, guys, I am back. So me and my client, we just saw the first property. We are on our way to the second property. All right, you guys, so we just got finished viewing property 2. We're actually on our way back to property 1 because my buyer is actually going to have a contractor come out to look at that house. Because like I told you, that first house was investor owned. There are some blemishes and some things that need to be attended to. So we're going to go back to property 1. We're going to see those particular I guess you can say repairs that might be needed, and we'll go from there. I know she's interested in that first property that we saw, so that's why we are heading back over there. And then we're gonna go from there. Right where that intersection is at, it's a Chick-fil-A there off of Fairburn and Cascade.
Yeah, I go to that Kaiser Permanente over there.
Oh yeah, yep. So yep, yeah. So I'm right over there.
Yeah, I go to the Kaiser over there. Yeah. So yeah, I know the area over there.
Okay, yeah. So whenever is a good day for you. I don't know how quickly you're looking, to possibly relist it, because I know with it being the fall season and things kind of slowing down. I don't know.
Getting ready to go down. I'll tell you.
So hopefully people will get back in the market a little bit. I know some people have been standing on the sidelines as far as buyers because they're trying to get the best deals, the best price they can get.
And we have to probably standing on the sidelines too.
Oh, you've been standing. Yeah, everybody's standing and waiting to make it make sense,
Yeah, I want to, make sure that people are able to have more money to just have more options, more people out there looking at it when I put it back out there this time.
Exactly, yeah. All right, you guys. So we are just leaving this house again. Like I said, my buyer wanted to bring a general contractor over to check out the house. This is an investment on property. I am actually going to head over to, if you guys heard, I cold called an expired listing with a young lady who was trying to sell her house about 2 years in the making. She had been trying to sell the house. And so we were having a conversation, as you guys saw, in regards to that. And then my other buyer, she's texting me now, and my other seller / buyer is texting me now. All right, y'all, so I just got to this particular expired's house. She is a homeowner that had her house listed for a couple times and trying to sell it. And so I just got here and I'm going to show you the neighborhood and a little bit of what the house looks like from the outside. She has not given me the keys yet. We still have to set up an appointment. She is interviewing agents, and we're going to see if I can be that agent to work with her. Not sure, but we'll see what happens. But I just want to show you guys again what the neighborhood looks like, and so let's look at it. All right, so that's the neighborhood, and that is the house. And we're about to drive on Georgia Avenue, which is a main road that kind of runs through Summer Hill. All right, you guys, so that is another day in the life of me as a realtor in this Metro Atlanta, Georgia market. I thank you guys for coming along with me today. I didn't do much in regards to you seeing me in the car, but because I couldn't really do much. Like I said, I'm working with a client and I don't want to put her on camera. It's not fair to her to have to be a part of something that I'm doing on YouTube. So you got to see some of the houses from the outside. You didn't get to see any of the houses from the inside. Just because my client was there with me. But this is a day in the life of me today. As you saw, I had a client that called me on the phone in regards to a recent expiry. I had a cold call, so hopefully that'll work out as well. And you got to see her neighborhood in Summer Hill, where that property is at, and we'll see what happens. But again, thank you guys for joining me today for another day in the life of Devon Clark, or Clark the Realtor. Come back to the YouTube channel. Please, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, concerns, put them down below inside the comment section. And also don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel if need be. All right, you guys, talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.